everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited to be bringing you this easy, simple day date look or day Valentine's Day look. I'm certainly in the spirit. I know Valentine's Day is not everyone's favorite holiday, but I love it whether I'm celebrating with a significant other or family or friends. It's just fun to send a little extra love to the people in your life. This look is really soft, really simple. It's great for daytime because it looks like you are just naturally glowing and this is just how you woke up, which let me tell you, it is not how I woke up. But regardless, it just enhances your already beautiful self. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. And without further ado, let's get started. Also, a quick side note, if you are not doing something during the day or you don't usually have day dates, then I'm actually going to be back next week with a nighttime date look, which is a little bit more sultry, a little bit more glamorous. So if you are into something like that, make sure you subscribe either now or at the end of this video so you don't miss next week. Okay, now let's actually get started. So I'm going to grab the Stratus Soft Focus primer from Vapour Beauty, and I did a full review on this actually, so I'm just going to shake it up because it does separate a little bit, and then I'm just going to apply one full pump and just press this into my skin, and this way my makeup will stay all day. Next, I am grabbing the Juice Beauty CC cream, which is a super lightweight, almost illuminating kind of cream, and this is just going to be a great base, or you could just do this if you don't want a lot of coverage. But for me, this is a great base underneath my foundation to keep my skin looking really hydrated and dewy. It also has SPF 30 in it, which is great because you're getting your sunscreen in. And I did a full review on this as well, and I found that pressing it into my skin with my fingers is the best way to go about doing this. So the whole point of this look is to just enhance kind of your natural features. I think during the day, I'm not someone who loves to wear big, thick full coverage makeup. I think daylight doesn't do well with that. You can definitely see where you have packed on the product, so that's why we're working in really thin layers and just kind of building it up to get the look that we want. So I'm going to actually grab the coverage of this look, which is my Well People Narcissist foundation, and I'm just going to apply that in the areas where I want extra coverage, so this doesn't have to be all over your face. Hazards of the job is getting makeup on your earring. I'm just kind of like drawing it onto my face like I usually do, and I'm a little bit dark right here, so I'm gonna add some, just a tiny bit there, go over some spots, and I'm being really careful just to press it because we do have layers of stuff underneath and I don't want to wipe them away. So just make sure that all of your edges are dragged just slightly down your neck, so that way in case your foundation is a tiny bit off, your date won't notice that you have two different color skin tones. And always make sure that you have brought it all the way into the hairline, because the worst thing is when makeup stops in like a little circle around here. Ooh, and you get that harsh line. Not the first impression that you want to go for on a date. Okay, so that's pretty much the base done. The only thing I am going to do is just spot conceal a little bit on anything that needs a tiny bit of extra coverage. So I'm using the trusty Well People Bio Corrector, which I use in pretty much every video. This has just become a staple in my everyday makeup, regardless of where I'm going. And I'm going to use a little brush and just do some spot correcting with it. So any big blemishes, I'm not really concerned about small things, but we're just going to go in and make sure that any scarring or dark marks are covered. So I'm just kind of tapping it on and then blending it with my fingers. This is also a really good time to go in to make sure that your foundation is blended seamlessly on your face. So if you notice any streaky areas, go ahead and blend that. I think it's always worth another check. I'm going to take the rest of the concealer that I was using to spot correct, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit right in the corners of my eyes because I do have some small dark circles. And just to warn you guys, next week and the following week, I will have pre-recorded these videos because I am actually taking some time off. Unfortunately, not for vacation or anything fun like that. I have some medical stuff going on and I won't be able to film. And so if it seems like I'm not on social media as much or can't respond right away to any comments, that is why. So I hope you guys will be patient with me. I really appreciate it, and you'll still get the videos every Friday, but on social media and such, I'll be a little bit quieter for about 2 weeks. Okay, because this is a day date look and you never know what you might do, you might be like running around or something, I am actually going to prime my eyes, which I rarely do. I'm gonna grab the Lolo eye primer. I actually don't know, I think I talked about this briefly in one video, but I'm using the yellow side to kind of counteract any redness I have going on my eyelids, and I'm just gonna kind of like pack it on and make sure I'm blending it in pretty well. And this I'm bringing all the way up to my brow bone. I found a really pretty kind of pinky eye look that I wanted to do for this particular day makeup look. So I'm going to grab the Laid Bare palette from Lolo, and I'm going to be using kind of like these top 3 colors, and it's just going to be a really light eye look. So I'm going to go in with the matte color first just to place that on my lid, and this is just going to be a base for other shadows to blend into. The point of this eye look is just something fast, so it's not going to be super in-depth. We're using 3 colors, that's it. Okay, I'm going to grab the second pearly color and place that on my lids, focusing at the inner corner and then kind of working it out. But again, this is meant to be light. If you're wanting a more heavy-duty look, you can always wet your brush and then use these. I found that that really packs on the pigment. So you can see it just added like a slight bit of illumination to my eyelid, nothing too fancy. And then I'm going to go into the third color, and this is just going to go at the outer corner. And I'm going to pack it on and then ever so slightly blend it up. So you can see I used 1 brush for this. This is not meant to be high maintenance, especially because I feel like usually with dates, especially if it's a first date, you're nervous enough. So I feel like you want kind of like a foolproof makeup where if you have jittery hands or you totally mismanage time and you don't have a lot of time to do this, it's easy to just slap on and you look super put together and polished, but not too put together. You don't want to look, you know, like you put too much effort in. You got to play it cool. Oh yeah, I just woke up like this. I'm going to take that same darker color and go right underneath my eyes. I'm just going to add some brow gel quickly. I'm now going to apply a healthy amount of mascara, but making sure to keep my lashes nice and separated. I don't want them to look clumpy or spidery. I want it to look really like flirty and light. So I'm just gonna raise my eyebrows to the sky, open my eyes super wide so I look crazy, and start at the roots and just work my way up. Okay, so I was debating what blush to use for this, and I couldn't help but use, again, the Tata Harper Volumizing Lip and Cheek Tint in the color Very Sweet. I think not only is this a great color for a date, but the name is also wonderful, and that's definitely what you want to get across. So I'm not going to be contouring using any bronzer or anything. This is supposed to be a really light, fresh, young kind of pinky look. So I'm just going to be using blush on my cheeks. I have a pretty healthy amount on my finger. I'm going to smile and start right at the back of the apples of my cheeks and then work my way back and up along my cheek. And then blend in kind of padding circles. You want to get that kind of flushed from within look. And pick up some more. And the same thing on the other cheek. So from the back, working my way up the cheek and then around on the apple. I'm going to put just a tad on the tip of my nose, and I'm actually going to take a tiny little bit on my finger and apply that right into the crease. The reason that I'm doing this is to tie in all of the colors that we are using, and it also gives a very youthful appearance. Now you kind of have this really pretty gradient effect of this pink in a lot of different forms. Although we didn't contour, highlighting is always fun, so I'm going to be using this Living Luminizer. And then I'm going to put this right on the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit underneath my brow bone, a tad on my cupid's bow, just some right on the top of my nose. So now that we are sufficiently glowy, I'm actually going to take it away in the areas that I don't want it, so like in my T-zone and such. It's not funny how makeup works. You go to all this trouble to make yourself look glowy and then you take it away. Just tapping my brush in super carefully because this tends to go everywhere. And then I'm just going to brush it really lightly. in the areas that I want a little bit more matte. Right, I put some of that Vapour lip conditioner on at the beginning of this video, so my lips feel like pretty moisturized and ready to go, so time for some color. I'm actually going to use a small brush for this, and I'm dipping into the color we used on our cheeks, and I'm going to grab a mirror so I don't draw all over my face. And I'm actually just going to place the color mostly in the center of my lips. This is kind of a new trend that's starting to pop up in beauty. For a while, it was like very defined lined lips. It's a tiny bit more youthful to have color bursting from the center. So I'm just going to keep building it up until I get kind of the color that I want. I'm going to grab a dark red lipstick and just put a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to stick this right in the center again. Get this kind of like ombre effect, which is unique and surprisingly natural. Alright guys, that is the finished daytime date look. I hope you enjoyed this video. As you can see, we have just a really pretty glowy kind of complexion with a soft eye and a soft lip. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you, and give this video a thumbs up. I will be back next week with a nighttime date look. That way, whenever you're going out on a date or you are celebrating Valentine's Day, you will have a beautiful look to put on. And of course, it will be all clean beauty, which I think is just an added bonus. I'll go ahead and have all the products that I used listed below. Please make sure to leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys, and subscribe for weekly videos. They always appear on Fridays. Well, I shouldn't say always, but usually. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!